Hello, this is Ed Burke with PlaceForTraders.com for Wednesday, April 29th. Starting off in the June S&P. In last night's video, I talked about the pivot level of 857 and a quarter for Wednesday. If the June mini S&P is trading above 857 and a quarter, it's considered bullish. Below 857 and a quarter is considered bearish. I had the first line of support down at 847 and a half. The second line of support down at 837.75. I also mentioned the weekly pivot of 852.75 and the first line of weekly support being at 837. I mentioned that I had a bearish bias to the market and that convergence of the first line of weekly support being at 837 even and the second line of daily support being at 837.75. That convergence of those two time frames at almost the same price could be a target if the market traded lower. This was around 3:45 a.m. Eastern Time. The market traded as low as 838.5, just a few ticks away from that second line of daily support at 837.75. So it almost hit that target. You could see in here this 15-minute bar was around 11:15 p.m. Eastern Time. You could see when we first broke through the first line of daily support at 847.5. You could see that the market clearly traded through there and then started trading lower. What I mean by trading clearly through there wasn't a lot of chopping around where the market was trading on both sides of that support line, where you couldn't tell if this was going to serve as a support or that the market was going to break through and go down to another level. The market clearly broke through that first line of daily support. Like I said, it went down to a low of 838.5. Right here, these are 15-minute bars. This was the open of the regular trading session. You could see within the first 45 minutes, we broke through once again. This candle, this 15-minute candle, very large candle. When we broke through that 847.5, going to the when the market started trading higher. Like I said, after the first 45 minutes, we went right to the pivot level. That pivot level was 857 and a quarter, served as nice resistance. The market went to this point, you could see, and then another point, obviously, and then had a little sell-off. You could see right here the market went right to the pivot, a couple more times going to the pivot level, and then having little sell-offs. I did send messages out to people that any breakouts over that pivot level of 857 and a quarter, consider that resistance. Consider the pivot level resistance. Not that you get a breakout like right here. This high was 860 and a half. So a breakout of over that pivot of 857 and a quarter to 860 and a half, you consider that, okay, the market turned bullish. No. Just view the pivot level as a line of resistance. The market then settled down right here. The market was only down 5 on the day. It settled at 851.75. Like I said, down 5. For Wednesday, I'm looking at the pivot level of 851 even. The market closed at 851.75, so the pivot level is right at Tuesday's close. I have the first line of resistance at 863 and a quarter. The second line of resistance at 873.75 for support. First line of support at 840.50. Second line of support at 828.25. Also, just a reminder, the weekly pivot is 852.75. The first line of weekly support down at 837 even. One number that comes out 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, you have first quarter GDP. The expectation is for a drop of 4%. That's all I have for this evening. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't gone to my website as of yet, it's PlaceForTraders.com. I encourage you to go on there and sign up for the free alerts. Thanks a lot and good trading.